Hello and welcome. If you're here for the first time, thank you for choosing to tune in. Today we're here with news about West Yorkshire Police, who apparently are investigating a serving officer over racist and vile WhatsApp messages. So the article goes, police in West Yorkshire say they are investigating a serving officer over allegations he shared racist and misogynistic content in a WhatsApp group with colleagues. Sky News has seen evidence of the content and messages on a device that was handed to the force 18 months ago. The officer's ex-wife said she understood that West Yorkshire Police has not looked at the content even though she sent it screenshots earlier this year. She told Sky News, quote, "They were racist and just vile messages, mainly about the royal family, Meghan Markle, the Queen. There were others, just really misogynistic messages that weren't funny, but for some reason they all thought it was hilarious, sending these things round," end quote. The content appears to be the same or strikingly similar to that which 5 former Metropolitan Police officers last month admitted to sending. The article goes on to say the officers pleaded guilty at Westminster's Magistrates Court to sending grossly offensive racist messages over the 2-year period. They featured the Duchess of Sussex, the late Queen, and Prince Philip. The ex-wife of West Yorkshire officers said, quote, "Why is one force being treated differently to another?" She went on to say, quote, "It made me distrustful of police in general because I was thinking, if this is what police officers are like, if this is their humor, how do you depart from that mindset in work? When you're having conversations like this or sending these things around between other officers, how can you remain unbiased in situations that have the integrity to do the right thing? You can't," end quote. So in a statement, West Yorkshire Police said that an officer had been suspended as part of an investigation into separate allegations. Quote, "We are aware of these further allegations which are also being investigated. Due to the ongoing investigation, it would not be appropriate for us to comment further on this case at this time," end quote. The force also said, quote, "We also made it clear to those working for West Yorkshire Police that the use of misogynistic or racist language is not acceptable. If anyone has any concerns about the conduct of a West Yorkshire Police employee, then we would urge them to report it," end quote. Barrister Abimbola Johnson, who chairs the Independent Scrutiny and Oversight Board of the National Police Chiefs Council, says a weight of recent evidence made the revelations unsurprising. She pointed to the findings of Baroness Louise Casey, who after a year investigating the Met Police concluded that racism and misogyny were national problems in policing. Ms. Johnson told Sky News, quote, "It questions the values, the reasonable kind of use of thought processes by those officers and whether they can be trusted to use their powers legally but also with emotional and cultural intelligence. Ultimately, it comes down to legitimacy. If this is the sort of language and the sort of behavior that serving police officers are participating in, actively and passively, then something needs to be done," end quote. So there is that story. And according to what Ms. Johnson said, it seems to be a national problem in policing. And we all know that this is not the first time that we have seen articles being published about UK police officers involved in racism, especially where Meghan is concerned. What is notable is that this article as well has pointed out that there were those messages where Meghan was compared to I'll say this very gently, she was compared to a gollywog. And we also know it's not been a problem that has been specific to the police officers in the UK. We've seen it permeating even some in media. You remember famously the picture that was infamously published to a post when Archie was born. A lot of people were pleading that it was just a joke, but I think it has been well put by one of the commentators out there that that has been a racist trope. So the individual using it had to have known that that would come across a certain kind of way. And we have it here. We've seen Meghan the subject of racist text messages sent in these WhatsApp groups. This is the third or fourth time we are seeing it being reported and brought to light. And we are hoping that not only justice can be served, but something can change. And also, hopefully, let's have a strong wording to condemn these racist and misogynistic, vile messages from the royal family. This would be a marvelous time for them to stand in and lend their voices to, to speaking on such matters. Even as this article pointed out, the Queen was mentioned in some of these messages. So what can be done about this misconduct? Apart from them, the officers being suspended and real change happening to address what has been seen in these offensive WhatsApp messages. Because of course, if they felt comfortable enough to send them back and forth, and even here we have the ex-wife of one of these officers saying that she had submitted the messages, and according to her, they had not looked at the content that she'd sent, even if she'd sent the screenshots earlier this year. So it would be a great time now to also have the royal family weigh in and say this is unacceptable. It makes you wonder about all the things that Meghan has gone through in the UK. And here, of course, I'm going to put in a very strong caveat to all these statements saying that this is not a blanket statement about everyone in the UK. No one's saying everyone is racist. We are saying when the problem is highlighted, it's brought to light, it's here in black and white. Sky News themselves have seen the messages. When we've seen it happening, what can be done? And back to my point, I wonder about the things that Meghan has gone through on a one-on-one basis. And I wonder how she was able to process a lot of the things that were coming at her, things that may have happened to her, how she understood them. Because she herself has said that even growing up, that for her, with her racial ambiguity, she was able to traverse a lot of spaces where people could not really pin down what she was. But once they knew that she was half black, then, she got all this whirlwind of abuse and racism and hate for no apparent reason. And of course, it's just so saddening to see the silence that has been happening when she's going through what she's going through. And it does make you wonder here, this officer's ex-wife is saying that it has caused her to have mistrust of the police. And now we know that Prince Harry has launched a legal action to secure police protection for Meghan and Archie and Lily when they are in the UK. So it is just such an interesting layered issue right now. Being surrounded by people who are part of these police, I wonder what level of comfort they would have, even if they did get that police protection, knowing that they've had so many similar cases of, as I said, the former Metropolitan Police officers having sent such kind of similar texts and on and on. It does make you wonder, but I know that Prince Harry loves his country and would love his wife and children to, have roots there and know about that culture as well. But there is this whole can of worms here that has been opened and is now being investigated. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Let me know if you think there will be an adequate way to address what we've been seeing going on with all of these racist texts coming to light. And let me know if you think Prince Harry, Meghan, and their children are safe in the UK if perhaps they do manage to get police protection that Harry is willing to pay for. I'll also add that here. So Once again, not a blanket statement. I'm sure that there are people across all of these organizations who are also part of the police and police protection and all of that, who are upstanding, who do not take part in all of this, and even in the media. Thank you for standing up for what's right, for doing the right thing, for calling out these injustices. It's amazing, and we appreciate that. But where there is a problem, let's target that specific problem and let's hope for change. So share your thoughts on that. Would you like to see Harry and Meghan back in the UK with police protection that even Harry is willing to pay for? We will have a poll running with this video. Share your thoughts on that in the comment section below. As always, before we log off, a very special thank you to all who support this channel financially, to all my Patreon, PayPal, and membership supporters. I'd like to give a very special thank you and shout out a couple of you here by name. A very, very special thank you to you. Judy Basil, thank you for your giving and for how you've chosen to support this channel through your generosity. I appreciate you for your kindness. God bless you. Thank you so very much. And a thank you to you, Elaine Babb. Thank you for going above and beyond in your support for my work and for choosing to come along with me on this YouTube journey. I truly appreciate you for your support and your love. Thank you, thank you. And now a very special thank you to those who gave during the last live. Thank you to Black Queen. Thank you for every way you choose to engage on this channel, for being one of the moderators, for your kindness and your support. You are such a blessing, going above and beyond every time in your giving. I truly appreciate you. And now a very special thank you to those who gave through Super Thanks. A special thank you to you, Lauren Hamburg. Thank you for giving through Super Thanks. I appreciate you for your kindness and your support. Truly, it means so much. Thank you to Sandra Hill. Thank you for giving to this channel time and time again and for being so generous. You are such a blessing and you truly do support my work here. Thank you. I love you. Thank you to those who gave through Super Thanks. Thank you to you, Alma Andrews, who is also one of the channel supporters here through membership. You are so giving and kind, and the way you have shown such tremendous support for my work here, it just means so much. I truly do appreciate you partnering with me on this YouTube journey, and your loving support means so much. God bless you. Once again, thank you to all who support this channel financially. Share your thoughts on this news in the comment section below. And you know what? Let's just keep it uplifting. We know great things have been happening for this couple. Want to remind us yet again that Prince Harry had an amazing week with him being promoted to the board of African parks. And I did share a video on that. So kindly head over there and watch that. And let's celebrate with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex on this win for them. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day wherever you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.